Hey Sparks, last little video of me trying to get prepared for tomorrow. Okay, so everybody remembers last game, we could not handle the press when it was less than 2 minutes. We were victorious, however, we almost lost the game because of how we didn't handle the press. And again, we haven't practiced this, so this is for the benefit of everybody. And so we'll see how this works out for tomorrow. So, this is inbounding the ball, and we're trying to get to this other basket that's ours. And again, remember, they can do a full court press when there's less than 2 minutes in the first half, and then less than 2 minutes in the second half at the end of the game. Of course, if we break out to a big lead and we keep our big lead, then we don't have to really worry too much about this, but hopefully we'll do that tomorrow. But for the inbound play, trying to break the press, okay? So here we have a player, and this player actually is going to be one of our dribblers as well, who's ever inbounding a ball. So we're going to have a person out at the wing, we're going to have a person at the elbow, another person at the elbow, and then another person at the opposite wing. Again, this could be anywhere, depending on where they're passing the ball in, okay? What we're going to do is we are going to take these two players, once the ball is handed to the referee, these two players are going to run into here, near the block, and form a wall. That means we're going to get wide, okay? Nice and wide. This player who is on the opposite elbow of the person that is passing the ball in, okay? So if they're here, then this is the key person. This should be a dribbler. So Eva, Bella, Ariana, Lexi, okay? This person is going to take a step like they're going down the court and then immediately go by and brush your shoulders by your teammates. Okay, no space left in there so that the guys can't get in. This person's going to come right around here and going to get a pass from our inbound player. Inbound player should fake up and then maybe bounce pass into this player, and this person's going to have the ball. At the same time this is all happening, this player is going to come down to here to draw more defense, just like they think that we're going to throw a deep pass. Okay? So this person's got to come down over here. So this person's going to get the pass. This person that helped with the wall is going to take the steps like they're going towards the basket and then come this way towards the middle. That will allow this person to pass over to here, to the middle. Okay? And then this person can come right back up if we were successful. Okay? So let's do that again, real quick. Okay, ball's being inbounded. We all line up. We should all actually take, I said only this person taking a step, but actually everybody should be taking a step. One step, like you're trying to all go down this way for a long pass. One step. Okay? Once that one step is, pivot back. These two players come to the block and block anybody that's coming to follow our dribbler at this elbow. She comes around, brushes the body of or the shoulder of her teammates so that nobody can squeeze through. She gets a pass. This person breaks towards past half court. Number 3, or this person here that's part of the wall, then breaks towards the middle so that this could be a pass from here to here, and then technically from here to there possibly. Then this person is coming up, and also everyone else is following. Now, if we are not successful getting the ball into here, this person coming around that's being set a screen or pick, okay, then what this person should be doing is also breaking towards an open space so that maybe they can get a pass from here. This person should be one of our tall players so that they can also get a pass, a lob pass. So again, Mariellis, Anastasia, Allie, a lob pass to this person so that when our dribbler comes back into the picture, coming around here, they can make a pass once they get the inbound to this dribbler coming up. Okay? So that is it. You can play this back over and over again. Again, real quick. Inbound player. Everybody takes a step, pretending like you're going to run all down here. 2 and 3 come into here. 4 comes right along this side, brushes along so there's no space, and gets the pass. We should be successful with that. 5, this player over here, it breaks over here, so that forces somebody to come down here and try to guard them. If not successful, then 3 can also break. Ball comes into 2. If we're not successful getting into here, the dribbler comes in and doesn't leave this person by themselves. They come out to over here and get a quick pass and then go down the court. Thank you, Sparks.
Go Sparks!
Hey, Sparks. This play, or this quick little talk, is for tomorrow's game against the Warriors. We have not played them. We've watched them play. They got some exciting players on it, especially RJ. I've known RJ since he was in my 7 and 8 team with Bella. He's a really good athlete. But basically, if we stop him from having a great game, then we're going to win the game. Okay? So what we're going to do for our defense, is we're going to do a box and 1 on defense. So what that means is that we're going to have, instead of having our wall of 3 tall players or 3 players across protecting the basket, we are going to have a player at the block, near the block, and another player at the other block. This is probably, if the tall players are on the court, this is what should be. Probably Mariellis should be on this side, and then Allie or Anastasia, and then if Mariellis is out, then Anastasia and Allie on these. Then we have our other players, our guards, that are at the elbows. Everybody should know where the elbows are at this point, I would hope. And then we have a chaser, one player who I'm going to designate, and it's going to change probably from each substitution, whose responsibility on defense is to keep with RJ. So that means an arm's length away from RJ. Wherever RJ goes is where this chaser is going to go. So could be Bella, could be Eva, could be Ariana, could be Lexi. So be prepared for some running. Okay? So that doesn't mean that if RJ starts running off to the side here and Eva is chasing him, staying with him, that nobody else does anything. So if RJ is working his way over here and Eva is following him, guarding him, then these 2 players have to be prepared to help out. That means that we have to protect this soft spot here. We talked about that on zone defense. That this is a real key point if you're playing a zone defense. This is where the ball wants to get passed into. Just like when we do our plays offensively, we want to try to get it into here if they're playing a zone defense. So again, this player, this chaser, number 1, is going to follow RJ closely, no matter what he's doing, whether he has the ball or not, all over the place, following him like glue. Okay, stuck to him like glue, and then everyone else is going to keep an eye and pay attention. If they are successful against us, it's only going to be because some other player stepped up and beat us, but not because of RJ. It's because of this defense that we're going to do. Okay? We all have to keep an eye on the ball because he's a good passer as well, and he's going to try to find somebody in here. Okay? So that's going to be our box, kind of like a box, and 1, who's ever chasing RJ around. So that's our defense for tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Hey, Sparks players. Since we can't or it makes it difficult for us to be all at practice, I came up with an idea with Gabby taping and me just going over a play. So this first play is going to be the inbound play, which is our stack play. And we haven't practiced this at all throughout the whole season. And we've done it last year with Coach Brian, but we're going to do this version of it for the stack play. So it doesn't make a difference what side you're taking the ball inbounds, either on the left side of the basket or the right-hand side of the basket. The common part is that the first player lines up at the block. We have our player that's passing the ball in. Doesn't make a difference who that is. But player 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first person's at the block, then the next person follows after that. Once the ball is handed, so everybody is lined up like this, nice and straight. Nobody, number 2 or number 3, nobody is already kind of showing what they're going to do on their move. We wait until the ball is handed to the passer, and then we move. Number 2, or the first person in the line, is going to go run along the line past the last player to the other block. Okay? The second player that's in the line is going to shoot out to the side where the passer is. This next player is going to run up to the block. This should be Mary Ellis, should be either Allie or Anastasia. Tallest player. They should be running up with their hands ready to catch the pass.
Oh, you're doing other team.
And then the last player is shooting out to get a pass just in case. So again, our first choice is probably to this player that was the first person in line that went out to the other block. Use your basketball common sense. You want to get in front of the defender. You don't want to run, excuse me, you don't want to run behind the person that's guarding you right here, because then that pass, if it's thrown, is going to be intercepted by the person playing defense. So most of the time at this age, the coaches are putting somebody here to make sure that they guard the basket. So if that's the case, we still do this. But then we have an option here for this person that went off to the side, to the corner. And then, of course, our tall players that go in and move up right to the block with their hands ready. And this person can throw the ball in lob the ball into this person here to score. Okay? So again, let me go ahead and go over that real quick. Keep in mind that if the ball is inbounded over here, we have the same concept. Important key is that when this person starts to run past this line, these other 3 players have to wait until that person passes. Once they pass and go to the block, this person shoots out to wherever, reminder is wherever the person's passing in is where that second player in that line is going to shoot out to. Tallest player should be the next person in line, runs up to the block with their hands up, and then this person is our safety towards the shoots out. So that's our stack play. Very simple, nothing too complicated. Key points for the passer inbound. We need to stop looking directly at that player that we're going to pass to. We can fake one direction and make the pass to the other because we know defensively that players are going to be watching for our eyes. Okay? Very simple. When the ball, this person who's ever going to be the person that passes the ball in, they should be yelling stack before they go out of bounds. You guys should all know this by now. So as the person's going out of bounds to get the ball from the referee, they should be yelling stack so that everybody is in line. Once the ball is handed to our player, then everybody starts their movement with the first person going. Okay, so that's our stack play, guys. So let's see if we can pull it off tomorrow. Thank you.